yeah, I went to university, and then started my career with
In India?
having an NGO, and then after graduation a radio station, and within this radio station I met my husband, like as a business partner, and then last February 2020 we got engaged as well. We made nikah, that religious type. So, and then the same month, and then later on, being mayor and challenges, threats of Taliban, life got totally changed. And most importantly, within these changes of my life, my dad was the most amazing person and powerful person on my back. He was always pushing me so strongly, and he was like, never afraid of these threats. Do whatever you love, And he was proud of me, Every news, everything about me, he was putting it on his Facebook.
Really?
And he was writing, my beautiful daughter, he is doing this. My smart daughter, she's doing this. My great daughter, she's doing this. So full all my pictures within his Facebook, and he was badly proud of me. So yeah, this happened, and then the month, last November 2020, my aunt came to Kabul from Germany, and okay, we were married, but we never had a party. So because I wanted my aunt to join me for that party. So, I was waiting for that. November, my aunt was there, and everything was so cool. Within all stupid things that I had with my professional life, but family life was so cool. Once I was... my aunt came to Kabul, I met her, and I went to my office, to Wardak. At that time I was my office. So I went there, and I was for 1 week nearby. I was there. At the end of week, at the weekend, I started commuting home. I was on the way that I got a call from my driver that your sister is crying. And when I called my sister, she told me they killed Dad. It was more painful. The day actually, that my aunt, my family, all wanted to surprise me with a wedding dress that my aunt brought it for me from Germany. And with the dress that my mom says your dad put it on a hanger, and he was carrying it, and he told me that, oh my God, this dress is so beautiful, so she's gonna look so beautiful with the dress, The same day, I got surprised, but it's something different. And I called my mom. Is he alive? And he told me no. I was crying all the way, till the hospital. All the way. But when I reached to hospital, and I don't know, I was not hearing anything. I was not able to see anything around me. I was just, where is my dad? Because it's been more than a week. And when I been to Kabul, that time also I wasn't able to sit and talk to him because I was busy with my other stuff. So it was more than 15 days I never hugged him. And I wanted to hug him, doesn't matter is he alive or not. But when when they told me he's here in this room, and I went and just tried to open the room, suddenly I got something in my mind, and suddenly I think like I got out of shock that, oh, if you go inside and see him, who will take care of your family? Your mom is crying there, your brother is crying there, your sisters are having worse there at home. So what I did, I just locked the door back with all the pain inside my heart. And I cleared my tears and I got a deep breath and I went to my mom. First, there was my brother. I hid him. I talked to him and I was like, see, you are the elder one and you have to behave so well. Now it's the time to manage everything. Me and you, we need to take care of all, So and I asked my cousin to bring him out, okay? Then I went to my mom and she was just sitting, she was shocked, no tears, nothing. And more important, she told me that I don't want people to tell me or to talk of me as a weak woman, because my husband wasn't weak and I don't want, to be weak. I want to stay strong, at least in public. The moment I got everyone out, just nearby a house, it was like there were a big amount of people nearby our house. The people that were never there when my dad was alive, they were also there. And I helped my mom coming out of car and entering house. But I wasn't like, it was so hard for me to enter because everything was so hard. My mom, the moment she entered, I thought there is a bomb, She was shouting. I lost my dad in a time when we were like thinking, okay, everything gonna be good. Everything gonna be fine. We will have a normal life after this. It's me and then my brothers and then my sisters and we will have everything settled. But suddenly something happened. And instead of being surprised with a wedding dress, I got surprised with the dead body of my dad. So, after a few moments sitting inside car, my husband came to me that you have to go in and you have to be strong. And I got in and I was like, hugging every one of my sisters and telling them that please stay strong, at least for mom. We don't want to lose her, but if with more pain and fears and everything, maybe she gets shocked and we lose her, so it will be more worse. And so it got another day and they brought my dad. It was first time my dad entering our house with no voice, with no noise, He was silent. He never called me. He never my dad, when he was like, so in a good mood with me. He was calling me my monkey. In Persian, it's Shadima. And my mom was always like, don't do this. Now she's a young girl. She has a personality. If you do this, if someone hears, and he was like, I don't care who hears what. She's my daughter. I can call her whatever. That day, I was expecting someone to call me the same word. But there was no one. I got 3 attacks on my life. 3 armed attacks. Once I was like, I just saw them stepping to the main road, carrying an RPG, and they tried to shoot RPG, but my car was having a big speed, so they couldn't succeed with that. They fired and fired and fired. Like I saw, it's death, you're gonna die. But I never feel this much weak, because I knew there is my husband with me and my dad in my back, I was always telling my husband, like, see, I was, I don't care about you. Yeah, I love you. We have this love marriage and all this, but still, it's because I have my dad. So, I was like, not like, what's happening with him. It was like something cool with me. Okay, whatever. But I lost that one. And for more than 24 hours and nearby 24 hours, I wasn't able to cry, because if I was crying and my mom was seeing me crying, I thought that she will feel more weak, so not to do that, Stay strong. So yeah, I just like, I managed it till they brought my dad inside home, but he was dead. And then, I wanted to push him out of that, I don't know what to say, I forgot.
In a coffin?
Yeah, coffin. I wanted to bring him out and to hug him, with all the blood that he has a cell, He had a cell, big amount of blood, But I wasn't able to do that. So then there was ceremony for him, and then they got the cemetery, and I argued with everyone that we have a cemetery in village, family one, and I asked everyone, no one has the right to, put our dad there, because it's so far in a village and we are not able to go there. So he needs to be here somewhere next to our house, so I can go all the time there and meet him. And then, when everything got back home, and like at the end of the day, it was nearby 5 o'clock at the evening, and I asked my husband, I want to go. I was first one meeting him there. There I cried. And now see, that time I was asking everyone to not put him in a village cemetery that was inside the country where I was living, but it was in another province. I kept him there in Kabul, so I can go there at least within a month, and meet him. And now see, stupid things happened, and I don't know when I can meet him. I got so far away from him. Last, before this everything happened, I think it was 2 weeks before this, I went to his cemetery and we had National Flag Day. Me and my husband, we bought a flag and we put it there on his cemetery. I don't know, is the flag still there or not? He loved it a lot, He was so loyal for his country, for his everything, He loved his job more than us, always. He's there now, and everything is like messed. And then it's my life with my family. It's stupid things that I face all these years with my life, with my professional, my struggles. It was also the worst, 9 months when I became mayor and government announced me as a mayor. I had the degree of president in my hand, but I wasn't able to join my office because there were these warlords, these mafia, and these so-called Islamists. Oh, she's a young girl, she can't enter his office. Oh, she is a young girl, she won't be able to run a technical office of municipality. But oh man, I went for an exam with 138 people and I got highest marks and they were all men. Then why I can't run it, when I can, gain it, when I can, it's impossible to not run it, it's easy. So yeah, within that, the stupid things with Taliban, attacks, trades, the stupid moments within the office, work, those colleagues who were at least all against women, extremist ideologies, fighting with that. It was always a second part of dark, second hard part of my life. So this is in short who I am and what I am.
Thank you so much, Zarifa. Wow, I can see that you have a lot of your dad in you, from the love for your country first, and the
I miss
courage.
him. I really miss him, But I'm happy he's not here. He never wanted this country to go the same way that it's going now. He never wanted his children to be in this situation, My sisters, 3 of my sisters, they were elder one. She was studying 3rd year of civil engineering. After her, she was studying 2nd year of political science, and the younger one, she was studying 11th grade of school. And they were topper. And now see, I don't know, will be I able to give them a future or not? Before these all things, it was my mom was always telling me that maybe Taliban comes, maybe things go worse, let's have a case somewhere and let's go out, And then I was like, Mommy, here at least I know what the future is for my sisters, within this anyhow government that we have. But if I keep them out, I don't know what they will do. At least for months, for years, there will be no future for them. And I'm not gonna do this because my dad didn't want this. Because I know that when my dad died, I know that, I'm sure that he was comfortable with future of his children and his family, because he knew that I will be taken care, and I feel it's my responsibility now, and I am not able to do this. So if I do and anything goes wrong, then what I will tell my dad, I won't be responsible, I won't have any good answer.
But do you think
But now,
yes, here in your new, after having escaped, do you think you'll be able to give
I
your
don't know,
sisters?
I really don't know. And more important, now I'm not thinking of them, because I just talked to my mom this morning, and you was here. I was just talking to her, and she was like, "Oh, you just forgot us, And I was like, "Mommy, I know you people are in safe hands, There is my aunt's house. She's taking care of you all, and you people are having something good. But there are too many other people are not having this. Do you know? There was a blast in the gate of airport, and just nearby airport there is a small river, it's small, like something, and a few amount of water in that. All the water turned to blood, to red, with that attack. We lost more than 120 people in that attack. The people who wanted to have a good future than dying there inside these stupid things and situation and this conflict. Instead of having a future, they died with no future anymore. We have those women, like my colleagues, the girls who were working for me in defense ministry, they are really afraid of their lives because they are militant girls. They're afraid of their lives, and they're like, please, 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 if anything possible, to do it with us. And I don't know what to do. And I have nothing in my hand to do. When I was working in defense ministry, I was responsible for the department of support to the families of martyrs, victims or wounded soldiers, and prisoners of war. So we had near about and more than 40,000 martyrs within the Ministry of Defense, that recorded martyrs. And those were the family, and most of the responsible person for the family was females, their mom or their wives or their daughters. And now I'm thinking all of them, what will happen to them? That time we had a system, government, something, we were helping them, maybe not that much, but at least we were helping them. But now there is nothing. What they will do? Before this accident, it was 2 days before this, I went to this internal displaced pupils camp inside the Kabul. And there I was searching for this martyrs' families, if I could find and then list them and I could help them. There were more than a big amount of these families. Especially I got 3 or 4 those women and those family who I knew it before. And now I'm just thinking of them. They were in the road, in the streets, and Taliban are also in road and streets. What they will have, what they will do, and what they will When I ask people back home, what's up? How are you? And I'm like back, asking myself how stupidly I ask something. How they can be, while everything is dark, like there's nothing, no life, man. There's no life. Okay, like everything got collapsed. Everything. Just today I got something on Facebook that Afghanistan's National Bank published a letter that we are able to give just $200 or maybe 20,000 Afghani within a week for people. Okay.
Which represents about $200, is that right?
$200 just for a week, okay? But it's just about those people which are having amount of money within their accounts. Those who have nothing, what will happen to them? Like nothing, Streets are empty of women, empty of those girls who are going to school, empty of those girls who are going to university. Streets are silent, and no voice of those smiley women sharing their lives. You see, so like all silent and without those beautiful musics from coffee shops, lights from coffee shops. We had so good beauty parlors or dressing room salons inside city for women, and they were painting so beautiful pictures of brides and everything in their walls. And the day Taliban started entering Kabul, the same day they put a big amount of color with that, so they could destroy it and no one could see what it is. They destroyed, they tried to destroy women's, presence. Doesn't matter, it's on streets, it's on social level, or it's in the wall. And what really makes me go through pain and then grief is that I'm not there, When you're in ground, when you are in between of them, at least you can go and talk to someone. Sometimes talking to people is also something so good that you can make it to them. But I'm not able to. And I don't know whom to talk first. There are a big amount of people who I could share the pen with first.
But now you're going to be their voice, Zarifa.
Now, I told you, I'm not like aware what my family is doing, how, and I'm just busy with interviews, with speeches, with talking to people, with meetings, with offshore, just to be their voice, The only thing that I can do, just raise their unspoken voice flag to the international level, to international media, to politicians, at least to those people who really don't know what's exactly in the ground in Afghanistan. We had women negotiators within the negotiation team, but now Taliban are guarding their houses in Kabul, and they are so safe, while Taliban are beating normal women in the streets. So it means that they had everything for themselves, not for a nation, not for a woman. Now what I am rising is just like, I want to talk to them. I want to talk to Taliban. Because if they really want to have a government, recognition by international community and everything, they're not able to do it without women. Because I have a simple logic for that. Man, Men are just busy with fighting within Taliban, Daesh, Muqawamat, Mujahideen, blah, 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 blah. And those who were like at least having a little bit more, they just fled out. There are just women stuck in Kabul. You need to start government within them and with them. So, and for that, we need to know each other. Like Taliban says, we want Afghan women, and we give them all laws within Sharia. I'm also a Muslim. I study a lot of Islamic books. I want to know what Sharia laws they want to, enforce there in Afghanistan for women. For me, it's not like I never going with burqa to school or going with a scarf. It's something that comes later than having the right of going to school.
Yeah.
And for this, you need to talk to them. They're also human beings, man. Okay, whatever they did in past, however, whatever, they killed my dad. They tried to kill me. They destroyed everything I had, man. That white dress, that was like, something so precious for me, not because of, it was from Germany, just because my dad saw that, and I can at least wearing that for my wedding party, I can at least feel that, oh my God, my dad is here. And he really, he sees me. I lived that there at home. And the moment I was leaving my home, I was not able to carry that. And I had to choose between that dress and my uniform. I have my uniform with me now. From all my life that I had, I have a small amount of sand of my country in my scarf. I have a cap of my dad, military cap, and I have just my uniform. All from whatever I had. But I am like, I'm coming over all this grief. I am trying to, forget all. And want to sit with them and want to talk to them. Man, you're also a human being. You also have mind. You can think. Let's talk. I'm not talking to you as those who were talking on behalf of government or maybe on behalf of themselves. Are you able to see, to give me the right, or are you giving me the right to go to school or not? If you're angry with with my going to school, then going to school with burqa or without burqa doesn't matter for me. For me, that going to school is more important. Yeah, okay, I will wear that burqa, but I will go to school. I will wear burqa, but I will go to office. I will wear that burqa now, but I will work for my country. I will wear that whatever you prefer for me, and then do what is needed. And for this, we need to talk to them. And for talking to them, I think I need a big solidarity of women around the world. A big solidarity of women, and something that can push them. I need international community support. I don't want the international community to come and kick them out. No, man, if you wanted to kick them out, at least you were not bringing them down. You were but they are now there. They're reality on the ground, and I think we can talk to them. And we can solve it out. Otherwise, it will be hard. Yeah, it will be hard for them too, but it will be more harder for us. For them, it's like they're they will manage somehow. But for us, it will be more hard because as a generation, as a part of this country, as human beings, we will lose everything, And for that, and more important, people ask me that why you're talking to them, and like, what does it mean, because they did too bad to you, and now you want to talk. And it's like, man, they did it to me. I don't want them to do it to my younger sister when they're there in Kabul. I don't want them to do it with at least if I live in Afghanistan, to do it with my daughter. At least to those people or those women who are still living in Afghanistan. Man, no one has the capacity to bring more than 50% of population out of country. In Afghanistan, more than 50% of population are women. And no one has the capacity to bring all of them out. So we need to have something inside the country, within the system, for them. And for me, what I'm doing is just like for humanity. Trust me, people within this new changes or governments, there are people coming, talking, doing something, and then they receive the position, something, But for me, it's not like that. I don't want any position. I don't want anything. I want nothing, The only thing I want is internationally, granted, not only support, it's like from Taliban, and internationally granted promise, and then something law and whatever they want, they can call it, for the basic rights of women. This is only thing that I want. And whenever I got this set, I make sure everyone, I will go somewhere so far in a very beautiful village of my country, and I will just build a small house within these beautiful trees of a beautiful mountain, and I will live there in a very peace. This is all my dream for now. And more important, I wish international community and at least women leaders around the globe, more importantly Western countries, because they are having the largest amount of women leaders. Man, if you love to see your wife, like as a German man, in a very good position, or maybe your daughter, we are also the same human. We also want that. My blood is not different within color than you, or not yours than mine. We are same people. The only thing is that the only difference is you are leaders, you are politicians, you are people, and like the things change for you more before, but you went all through these stupid things, more stupid than us, and it's the same with us.
It's a long
we
walk
also
to
need
freedom, right? That's what Mandela used to say.
It's a long way to fight for freedom. It's and we never stops, For me, I think, and I believe, not only think, for me, it's no late to start a big fight for anything that you think it's right. I love to challenge the challenges. So let's make this a slogan for every woman of Afghanistan, and let's fight it. Ignoring realities on ground won't help us anymore. Making the process and words, slogans of, oh, have I burqa or don't, I want burqa or I don't want burqa, won't help anymore. Let's stand for the basic rights. And I'm here to sort it first. I call like all on Taliban's leaders, especially this Mullah Haibatullah and the one who was there in Afghanistan, Mullah Brother, who was leading the negotiation as well on behalf of Taliban. Man, see, wherever you want, whenever you want, just give me a sign. I'll accept it, whatever and however. I'll come to Afghanistan as well. Just I need a sign, you know. Give me a sign. I'll come and sit and talk to you. I promise you, I will have my burqa as well on my head while talking to you. I won't show my face to you while talking to you. But let's talk. At least let's talk.
Thank you, Zarifa.